Okay, we go now.
Right.
What do you mean white? I'm on the first slide of the fucking PowerPoint. Okay, the baby face. How the hell do you fix this thing?
Why?
Increase the amount of damage you can take before your fucking boost dies.
Reduce the amount that you lose from taking a hit.
Yeah, basically the same thing.
Okay, so
you're just not sneezed on.
Yeah.
literally 2 pistol bullets and you lose the entire thing.
Yeah.
So an idea
Like,
of
not
actually...
so ridiculously easy to lose.
Yeah, because 25 damage is literally chip damage for most weapons.
Yeah. Yeah.
An idea I had for fixing it was, 2 kind of buffs, 1 nerf, and then and a bug fix, and I think you both know which bug fix I'm talking about. The fact that the fucker at max boost can outrun his hitbox.
Yeah, that.
And Valve's solution to this wasn't fix that, but instead make it so that sneezing on the scout reduces the entire thing. That was their solution. Not fixing it, not fixing the bug, but making it garbage. So just simply increase damage to fill it. Increase damage needed to fully fill from 100 to about 135. In exchange for to take to fully deplete from 25 to, what would you say, about 65?
75.
75. Bit more reasonable.
5 sounds good.
And just also to kind of counterbalance the whole increased damage need to fill it, scatterguns fire 9 bullets a shot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so just plus 10% more bullets per shot, allowing it to do a bit more damage and be less, and kind of offset the 2 less bullets per clip. And then, bug fix, buff.
Haha, yes. Buff.
The damn hitbox.
Holy shit. So this, I think this is an easy way to take the babyface from being doo-doo garbage to
Make it so much better just all on its own.
Yeah, it would make it a side grade, which is what the unlocks are meant to be, not direct upgrades or complete downgrades. The backscatter, just remove the 20% less accurate. This line, this does nothing. You're going to be firing it at point blank range anyway, so why make it less accurate? Like, it's a simple thing. Just no. This is fucking
slightly less accurate. It's pretty good.
Yeah. And I mean, again, you're gonna be firing at point blank anyway, so that stat is completely pointless. Now, the force of nature. Oh, the force of goddamn nature.
Oh boy. Increased knockback.
my idea, an idea I've had for this yes, make it harder to hit your second shot. So because of how many extra bullets you get,
fire a single shot that just clips them out of the map.
You just clip them inside the payload. Oh god,
it just
fuck.
launches them back so hard that it just forces them into a wall.
Oh my god. So so you know how like the problem with the force nature is when you shoot someone with the first shot, your second shot will do about like 8 damage because of how far away they've been flung.
Yeah.
Give the second shot.
Make second shot accurate.
Yeah, give them a much tighter spread, similar to the short stop, which is the mid-range combat. The short stop. The short stop. You know what? No. It is now the stort shop. There we go. Similar to the stort shop. There we go. Perfect. But yeah, just give the second shot a much tighter spread like the short stop, so it's actually capable of hitting that second shot. And now, oh sweet Jesus, what do we do with this thing? What do you do with the sun on a stick?
Faster swing speed.
Yeah, actually. What percentage of a faster swing speed?
I don't know, like 24%? 25?
23.87%. Getting a bit too specific. 25. 20% faster swing speed. I feel like 25 could lead to it being a bit too fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a simple buff, but that makes that offsets the damage penalty and Scout's melee.
Yeah, I
being
still
weak
feel like the damage penalty is too much.
Yeah. No, put that back.
Which is why I was saying 10 to 15% faster swing speed, because the second one that I would have said was reduce the damage penalty.
I'd say bring it down from 25
to like 20.
You bring it down from 25 to 20.
Yeah.
Okay, now the Bison. Oh. The Bison, its hitbox is still broken. Like, it does not function properly.
Really?
Yeah, so in, I think it was either Gunmetal or Meet Your Match, they completely reworked the Bison. And everyone, even people who have less than 3 hours on Soldier and not one of them spent with the Bison, fucking hated how Valve reworked it. So in Jungle Inferno, they reverted it back to what it used to be. Except they fucked up with the hitbox, meaning it still has the Meet Your Match hitbox with the pre-Meet Your Match stats, making it trash.
Fix the hitbox, that's all it needs.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it wasn't even like the best Soldier option before it got reworked, but now, because of the combination of bullshit, it's just trash. It can barely be used as a funny haha weapon anymore. Pyro's Man Melter. This thing. I've actually genuinely never seen anyone use this thing. And the one time I myself used it, I had about 3 people say, "Holy shit, is that a Man Melter Pyro?" Like, that shows how little this thing is used, that people are genuinely shocked to see people use it. But it doesn't even look that bad. Like, it's got so many upsides.
Also white.
Oh god. So what can be done to take the Man Melter from one of the least seen, arguably and probably the least seen weapon in all of TF2, into being something that Pyro will actually potentially want to use and not just... Why
is it so little used?
I have no idea.
Because those stats look pretty good.
It looks good, but no one touches it. I mean, before Jungle Inferno nerfed the reserve shooter on Pyro, I understand why back then no one used this thing, because the reserve shooter was stupid. But now, it's like,
Is there like a bug issue with it or something?
I'd say just make it so it removes every fucking status effect instead of just flames.
Yeah. Alt fire. Yeah, because even this is a simple change, but this does make it nice, because keep in mind, this makes it a very good counter to shit like Girardi and the Mad Milk, which are everywhere.
Yep.
You could have a server with 12, now, this. Oh, this. Now, I'm
literally anything to make it better.
I'm gonna pull up damage.
Let's see.
Not damage. The balance mod, because the balance mod by High GPS actually has a very interesting rework for the volcano fragment.
I'd say just extend the afterburn time.
'Cause even this is a simple change, but this does make it nice, because keep in mind, this makes it a very good counter to shit like Girardi and the Mad Milk, which are everywhere. You could have a server with 12,
I'd say just extend the afterburn time.
So the change that the balance mode proposes is on hit, target is engulfed in flames, and if you hit someone who's on fire, they explode, dealing up to 110 damage and 3 seconds of afterburn, in exchange for it having a 95% damage penalty versus non-burning targets. So this changes it from being trash into you know...
People are just going on rampages with the Uber, though.
Well, it's better than what it currently is, which is, hey, look, laugh at him.
Sounds like really good, though.
Yeah, but how
On a per hit basis, it does still deal less damage.
Yeah.
Arguably the worst vanilla melee in TF2 for the pyro. No, not arguably. It is the worst. Even the hot hand in third degree, which I rarely ever see, are better options than this poor creature. You know, the third degree only has an upside in it. It's still never used because how often are you going to have a chance to use it?
So situational.
Oh god, yeah. Like the perfect situation is having multiple medics pocketing one person, which only happens if there's no one else around to heal. So what
Happens if we have like one heavy and 3 medics, or with different Uber guns. Or meta guns.
Then the third degree is your worst fucking nightmare.
Yeah. Because it hits everyone.
I think even if you hit the medic, it like strings you the target, then out to the other medic, so no one is safe.
Is the lolly chop just a reskin?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah, thought so.
It's just a reskin that can only be seen in Pyroland, although I swear there's something else on it. Nope, it's just okay, yeah, it's just a Pyroland reskin. Right. Nothing else, nothing more. So, how do we go about the volcano fragment?
The problem is the afterburn doesn't stack.
Yeah. Maybe a damage a damage bonus against burning players?
Yeah? Maybe like 15%?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe 10. Yeah.
that would help counter the damage penalty.
Maybe mini crits burning play? No, not mini crit.
Nah.
No,
Yeah,
not many
not
crits,
not
yeah,
many
way through hell.
Yeah. Plus 10% damage against burning targets. This puts it a bit closer to stock.
Yep.
Alright, now. It's time for 2 demo weapons that both had a fall from grace. The loose cannon and the Ulapool caber. Ah, these poor things.
Add a recharge to the Ullapool caber and it's fine.
And fix the hitbox. And, pretty much...
The hitbox?
Because remember how,
But
sometimes...
that's literally just... No,
Fix the texture bug.
Oh, right, yeah.
the texture bug. But the hit rig, it's never done that for me.
What's the other... Oh, right, the fact that it can't mini crit on, off shields.
Yeah.
Because that is massively hindering. It literally forces you to use the splendid screen instead of being able to, become the demo train with the what is it called? Tide Turner. Now the buff.
Recharge.
Add a recharge meter. How long would it be?
Long.
45 seconds.
Yeah, I would have said 30 to 45.
Maybe it can be reduced by 15 seconds by a full ammo.
My full
restore.
ammo box, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say medium ammo pack.
Well, mediums are a bit too everywhere, and also every player you kill will drop a medium. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. But still, because not many maps actually have medium ammos.
Maybe then 10 seconds for medium.
I would have said 5.
All right.
Because they are everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, the supply crate still is a instant recharge.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's one. Oh, right, the gas patch. That can't be brought back through the thing, but that would be broken if it could. So.
What about the loose
cannon?
The cannon.
Yeah.
About to move on to heavy. I think we actually got 3 kind of garbage things, or 4. 3? Yeah. Okay, the cannon. How the hell do we do this? Oh.
What was the pre-patch loose cannon?
Before it got the valve treatment, let's see. Okay, so in July of 2013, it changed attributes. Range no longer affects direct. Okay. Hidden. It used to have a hidden plus 50% damage bonus back in. Huh. Okay. I believe it was the 2015 Tough Break. Yep, Tough Break is what completely killed this thing. Changed attributes. Reduced projectile speed increase from 50% to 20%. Reduced cannon impact damage from 60 to 50, and reduced the knockback from cannon. Knockback strength is now similar to air blast. And that was the last time it got anything. Except for a bug fix.
Because of the fact that it doesn't explode on impact, I feel like damage increase.
Yeah, because like the direct damage being 60 was fine. It didn't need to be.
Yeah. So the damage back to 60.
Yeah. Back to 60. So it used to have a speed increase of 50%, but then it was reduced to 20%. Maybe increasing the projectile speed to maybe like 30%? Yeah, simply fixing its, or increasing its impact damage and making it a bit faster. Could fix this poor thing. And now 4 things for the heavy, one of which might not really need that big of a touch, but the other 3, oh yeah. And they're all part of the same item set. The beast. Oh, the beast. This is one of those things where you have to be very careful about how you go about it.
Because of the...
Because increased damage resistance when spun up.
Yeah.
That's literally all it needs. Well,
yeah, that'd make it better.
So increase the damage resistance to...
The slow spin up is annoying.
This is one of those things where, like, you give it an inch and it'll take a goddamn mile. Increase the damage
What is the cost of a mile?
Other people's suffering.
That's exactly the point of the song.
What? So, what do we increase the damage resistance to? From 20% to...
At least 30.
Yeah.
Because like, it takes a pill down to 80 when you're spun up, which is really good for surviving shit.
Because it turns you into a literal sentry, you need to be able to survive more than 3 hits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe slightly reduce the slower movement speed, because, like, that 60
Yeah.
is just so painful.
I'm fine with it.
That's because
Makes your approach even more menacing.
That's because you've used the thing way too much. Maybe like just minus 50%. You're still slow as hell,
Matt.
but you're not a complete sitting duck.
See, the reason that I'm fine with the slowness isn't because I use it, it's because I use a lot of psychological warfare as well.
Well, that...
Like, you want to be fucking scared when a heavy shreds down your team.
Well, unfortunately, psychological warfare is not a stat bonus, Alec. I wish it was, but it just isn't. Okay, now.
Well, actually, it is. Yours is 0.
Okay. The Deluxe bar. Now, is this thing really bad? Because this is just something I don't ever see.
I'm fine with it. Basically, you just get 100 more health. No, yeah. A slightly downgraded sandwich for extra health sometimes. Kinda. You'll look at the stats and see it.
It's 100 max health for 30 seconds, can store up to 3 bars, takes 2.3 seconds
Not
to
100
shoot.
max health.
Huh?
I lost as to what's happening at the moment because I can't see the stream because it's just white.
Yeah, it does that.
Yep.
It flicks in for like a second on the loose cannon.
I guess the Deluxe bar is actually pretty alright. I remember hearing people talk smack about it. So
Can be useful.
I guess we don't really need to. This is a fine weapon, right? It's fine where it is. Obviously could be better, but can't be too much worse.
Yeah.
Okay, onto the buffalo steak sandwich.
It gives
Just remove
crit
the
random
damage
mini
taken.
crit.
Honestly, you just remove that.
Simple things can go a long way.
Just simply take that line and just bye-bye. So you don't take 25% more damage while you are locked into using your goddamn melee weapons.
Yes, Muda.
And you know how the Sandvit, the Buffalo Steak, Sandvit, and the Warrior Spirit are part of the same item set? You think that would make them have, at least some kind of synergy, right? If you have the if you eat the Buffalo Steak Sandwich and are using the Warrior Spirit, you take an extra 55% damage from all sources.
I'd say you just have the fucking any crit damage just heal. Be weird, but cool.
So like mini crit hits restore health. Restore 15 health?
Yeah, maybe a bit more. Or like 30. Because it'll still take like 10 hits to fully heal.
Yeah. Maybe down to 20% on the damage vulnerability, just so that, the steak and the Warrior Spirit doesn't turn you into just meat.
A scout.
Pretty much. Brings your health down to, God, what, 140 something? Your effective health?
Yeah, basically.
Alright. Now this is now like how the soldier only had one weapon here. The NG also only has one, and it's the poor old Thompson 6000. This thing is bad and also very unfun if you're playing medic or spy. So, how do we fix the Thompson?
The Thompson?
Yeah, this poor creature. 'Cause it's currently, it's not that it's complete garbage, but mainly the fact that it drains Uber Charge and Cloak
It's
makes it very
gimmicky.
unfun. Yeah, it's also painfully unfun to fight against if you're playing medic or spy.
Yeah.
Especially in, like, competitive, because if one engineer is running the Thompson, the other engineer is pretty much forced to also run Thompson. Granted, you'll never see the Thompson in competitive, but...
I'd say remove the on-hit things and make the projectile speed fast.
Yeah. I guess those would technically be considered nerfs.
Going worse cannon for me.
It'll basically just be a worse rescue ranger. It's maybe dealing more damage per shot.
Yeah. Projectile... what would be a good projectile increase?
25% at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buff. What would be a good damage increase as well?
3,000.
3,000? Yeah, make it a one-shot insta-kill?
Against anything.
Nah. I'll just check something.
I mean, because, yeah, you remove the on-hit stuff and it pretty much becomes a rescue ranger that doesn't require ammo and can't heal buildings.
Yeah.
Well, the rescue range has a damage penalty on it, doesn't it?
No.
No? I swear the rescue ranger does less damage to players.
Yeah, damage buff.
No, not Chippendale.
Yeah,
no.
because it's one shot.
What?
It's one shot instead of a shotgun.
Right, a 1 damage of 60. No, base damage 40. Right. So pretty much a damage penalty. Yeah, the rescue ranger kind of funky. All right, so what damage increase? The Thompson 6k. Oh, there's no.
Check the fucking.
So its base damage is 60 to players, 12 to buildings.
What's the projectile speed?
Where are we? I cannot find. What? Round drained. Okay, never mind. That's not it. I love it not mentioning projectile speed.
Oh, no wonder it feels so weak. The maximum fall off is fucking half.
Fuck's sake. You're an engineer. You're not meant to be up close.
Yim gaming.
Increase damage by maybe 20%? Oh no, 10%.
The rescue ranger is 2,400 hammer units per second. Ouch, me frames. I can't see shit on the stream, so I'm just gonna close it. Yeah, the Thompson. Where is it? Bro, it doesn't even have the Thompson. This is really off-red.
Okay. So Medic, Sniper, and Spy all have 3 weapons, because they're all kind of drag. I think we're good on the Thompson. Make it less unfun, make it more actually fun. Make it pretty much the Cow Mangler for NG. Except with a damage penalty to buildings. And no charge shot. So, the Blut Saga.
It's difficult to fight if you're a melee class.
And it's just like, unless you have perfect tracking with it, you'll die faster than your enemy can kill you.
you'll die faster than the enemy can kill you.
Yes, because your health will drain too quickly.
That's no. Well, actually, the medic meteor match health regeneration buff thing made it so the Bloodsaga is just a nerf to medic's regeneration.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh, right, because he has a passive of +3, right?
Yep.
That's right. But I mean, in the end, this
So he
is...
still gains health, but at a slower rate.
In the end, it's just, stock, which we all know how,
Stock with lifesteal.
We all know how good the stock syringe gun is, huh? We all know how good that is.
It's the best weapon in TF2.
Obviously, that on the stock bone saw, and I purposely left stock weapons out because changing the stock weapons pretty much just offsets all of the unlocks, because all their stats are listed proportionately to stock. So you change stock, you change all the unlocks. Like if you change the stock minigun, you change that thing stat, and that could potentially completely flip the scale, making the Tomislav garbage and the Brass Beast broken, which is not good. Which actually pretty much just makes it MVM, where the Tomislav is useless.
Wow.
Alright, so what do we do with the Sauga? What do you do with the Blutsaga? Because, I mean, it's not that the Blutsaga is in an absolutely terrible spot and desperately needs buffs, it's just that it, along with the Overdose, needs something so that it actually has a chance of competing against the fucking crossbow. Because as it stands, if you're not using the Crusader's crossbow, you'll be laughed at by everyone in the server. Because the crossbow is just broken. Well, not broken.
I use the fucking Overdose.
You're gonna overdose in a minute.
Yes, I will.
So... Okay, so how do you make the Blutsaga someone that at least has a chance of competing against the fucking crossbow?
I have no idea.
That damage increase.
Damage increase? So let me
30%.
Yeah. Maybe a bit much, but
let's check the Blutsaga. Let's see. So 10 base damage and 40 ammo loaded. Attack interval reload. Okay. Not 30%. Well, you said 30%, right? That only brings its base damage up to 13, but no, not okay. Not 205 plus 20%, giving it 12 base damage. Reload 0. What's the current reload speed? 1.6 seconds. Make it reload 0.4 seconds faster. In exchange for minus 10 bullets. Well, not bullets. Syringes per clip. How do you spell syringe? Is my bread on bread?
SYRINGE. No, wait.
What?
SYRINGE.
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe swap the R and Y.
Uh-oh. Get out of here. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm not sure what I've done. Syria. Okay, so it has a 20% damage buff. It reloads 0.4 seconds quicker in exchange for each clip having 10 less syringes. And maybe... No, I think leaving its current base stats alone and just adding these onto it would make it at least capable of competing with the crossbow. And now the overdose. This is a very simple one.
More speed?
No. It just make it passive, so you don't have to have the overdose out.
That'll make the vaccinator even more terrifying.
Does that give you a speed boost?
No. But the vaccinator has the highest charge rate.
Oh, right, yeah. That's right. Actually, that thing
Like, that's why I use it as my main loadout.
that thing fully charges in like half a second. So, like, there, it's so simple. Just make the boost passive, so you don't have to have the thing out. Because, as it stands, again, it can be useful, but most of the time, it just really isn't. You're unable to heal in exchange for being able to run away like a little bitch. Great.
I need to get Ben the banana costume. No, not costume. Monkey said and banana priest.
Ben?
Priest? Yeah.
Bailey?
Yep.
No. Sauce? What? View all friends who play. What do you mean? Since when? Hello?
Hello there.
Since when does Ben play TF2?
Yesterday.
It's not coming up under friends who've played it. He's not here.
Are you friends with him?
If I'm not, I'm going to be very confused. There he is, Polymaker2247. Last online 1 day ago.
Yeah, he told us I was playing it.
Strange.
I'm surprised he liked the medic best.
Interesting. Now, the Solemn Vow. This thing... Again, it's not a case of it being garbage, it's just that it can't compete very well against literally any of Medic's other options. Namely, the crit saw. Namely that thing. But yeah, it just needs someone to be able to compete against the goddamn... So, the Solemn Vow. Do you have to have the Solemn Vow out to see enemy health, or is it just a passive thing?
Let me check.
Yeah, Solemn Vow, official TF2 wiki. Having this weapon as loaded as a play to view enemy health and uber charge.
No, you don't.
Huh. This item was previously tested.
Which is why it's really... Yeah, you go on.
The item was previously tested as the beta bone saw? What?
Very nice.
That's...
Hippopotamus oath.
Excuse me. Use your bone saw to kill a spy who's been calling for medic. Hit your enemies with your bone saw 5 times in a row without dying or missing. Well...
Chad.
Quick fix overdose Solemn Vow. Alright, so that's it. I didn't know that. That actually makes the Solemn Vow better than I was expecting. Also, did that say uber charge? It doesn't mention that on the weapon page. On the item.
Yeah,
it just says health.
It's basically just how a spy sees people.
Okay, well I suppose that kind of leaves a Solemn Vow in an alright spot, but again, it's just the uber saw.
Very useful for comp.
Yeah, and forces the other medic to run it as well. I guess this one's fine as is, I suppose.
Yeah.
Alright, never mind. So, medic has 2, sniper and spy have 3. Now the classic.
Just remove the damage penalty.
My brain just stopped. It just like I could hear the goddamn AOL dial-up sound. My brain just went completely off. Okay. Uh-oh, has Valea become unable to speak? Syringe.
Maybe.
Oh no, you just... What? Okay, you just hadn't said anything in ages.
I don't know.
So you can, no, not 10% damage penalty, no. Just make it so you can headshot without full charge, because, you know, that's what the classic was actually able to do in TFC, which this is supposedly ripped straight from, but they nerfed it in the process. Now, how could the TFC's, Because the way you could use the sniper in TFC was if you shot your opponent in the leg, it would slow them down a bit. How could that be implemented into TF2 without it effectively making, you know, the classic into a long-range one-shot Natasha?
I don't know.
Maybe...
I reckon just remove the no headshots when not fully charged.
So, shooting at leg will apply not a 50% slowdown speed like it is in TFT. That's way too high. But maybe a...
heavy.
By.
You both spoke at once. What?
How much does the Natasha slow by?
It's an exponential thing on how many shots you hit.
Yeah.
Natasha.
I'd say like, what, maybe
The Natalie Portman TF2.
10, 20?
So, let's see. Greater 20% damage resistance. Natasha's bolts are 25% weaker. Okay, holy shit, how does it... What is the max slowdown, though? You're not telling me what the max slowdown is, bitch, Natasha. But slowdowns enemies less if they are further away. Slows? Is this one that I can... Slow down. On hit, 100% chance to slow target. Every ball that hits a target will slow them to approximately 113 hammer units per second. The slowdown effect is reduced based on the target's distance. The further the target gets, it will be slowed down. So it just sets their speed to 113 hammer units, no matter what. That's actually slow as hell. Jesus. So it's I don't know what percentage that is for every class, but that's a huge slowdown. So maybe it just reduces their speed by minus their movement speed by 15%. For 3 seconds, just so that they're not turned into a sitting duck that gets ripped apart immediately.
Yeah.
So this makes it more like the TFC one, but hopefully this wouldn't end up turning it into, you know, the most overpowered thing Sniper could possibly sneeze in the direction of. But I don't think this could do that too much. Now the Sleeper. This is another strange one. So it can't do headshots, but...
I have a strange sleeper.
Same, bro. Whoa. This reminds me of goddamn Carson, like, hey, do you want to make out, bro?
Yeah.
Agony. Right, what can be done to the side knee slooper? Got a faster charge rate, applies Girardi. Scoped headshots will always mini crit and reduce the cooldown of Girardi, exchange for no random crits. Can sniper rifles even do random crits?
No.
Then what's the point of the stat saying no random crits if this is universal?
I have no idea.
Okay, just quality of life. Remove the no random crits line. It's completely pointless on a sniper rifle. It has no reason being there, so just get that shit out of here. The lack of critical headshots makes sense, being what it does. So...
What it is, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I guess really it's just here for this whole quality of life, removing again a really pointless line of text. And now all that's left for Sniper before we get on to three weapons for the French baguette man, the Cleaner's Carbine.
Clunk, 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 clunk.
It's...
Good for MVM, that's for sure.
Yeah. Unfortunately, though, that's pretty much where usefulness starts and ends. You can argue that, like, oh, you compare it with the Girardi, no, the Bushwhacker. you're still better with Girardi, because one, the Girardi can be applied to multiple people, and the mini crit buff applies to your entire team, and Girardi lasts longer, and is easier to, like, utilize when compared to the goddamn Carbine. Because you actually have to deal damage with the Carbine. With the Piss Jar, you just wait. Or walk up to a resupply cabinet, or fucking die.
Yeah.
Die with the Carbine, your meter resets to 0. So, less clip size and less firing speed. Okay. Give it increase the damage. Increase damage by what would be reasonable to set off the massive reduction to firing speed and clip size, pretty much rendering it useless and objectively Sniper's worst secondary.
100,000.
Removing the firing speed debuff.
I'd say reduce the firing speed penalty.
Yeah. I thought just remove it.
No random crits and a smaller clip size. Okay, reduce the firing speed penalty and increase its damage slightly. Minus 25% to minus 15%. Increase damage by plus 10%. So it does a bit more damage and it has a bit faster firing speed. 10% more firing speed, 10% more damage. This pretty much completely sets off the... Actually, yeah, this does completely offset the firing speed penalty. Just leaving the clip size as a big gay. Now, the Enforcer is another one of those. This is a very easy fix. As you probably know, sentries and other buildings in general gain a 20% resistance to your revolver. I don't think it's a bug, it's just that they're idiots.
No, that would... Yeah, but it's considered a bug, wouldn't it be?
I suppose so. So it fires 20% slower, has a 20% damage bonus while disguised, and no random crits. And another buff to make it a really good building buster. Does plus 10% more damage to buildings, allowing it to pierce the sentries, the sapper armor, and then also rip it to pieces, which is what the Enforcer should do. But instead it's just bad. It's just worse stock after your first shot. It's one of those that, like, if your opponents really like the battalion's backup, then hell yeah, run this thing. If not, then what are you doing? Did you just start playing the game and it's your first spy unlock, bro? Well, good job, but go back to stock, please. You're pretty much throwing, lol. Your eternal reward. Oh boy, this is something that Valve went very interestingly about this. They made it worse for good players and better for trash players who just unlocked it and have less than 100 hours in game. That's honestly what this thing is now.
So by definition, a crutch.
Yeah. Actually. But even though it's still better for worse spies, that's managed to the fact that they're inexperienced. It's not that it helps bad players, it's that they're new to the class. That's why it's better for them. But for people who know what they're doing, like myself, this thing is not good.
You know what you're doing as spy? Kinda cringe.
Some of the time. Sometimes I know what I'm doing. Your eternal reward. Now, what were its old stats before it was given the good old Valve nerf hammer? Let's see, where was it? Australian Christmas. Nope, that was not it.
What do you mean nerf?
Because again, it used to be... Okay, Jungle Inferno. God, Spy got dicked hard in Jungle Inferno. Jesus.
My favorite class is a spy.
And Jungle Inferno fucked me. Fix spires that have a picked up drop. Okay, remove the cannot disguise penalty. Non-kill disguises require and consume a full cloak meter. Backstab base disguises are still free. Increase cloak drain by 33%. Groose.
Gru.
Okay. Non-kill disguises drain cloak by 50% instead of full, because currently it's just bad. And reduce the cloak drain rate. Drain rate from plus 33% to plus 25%, so you can actually use your cloak. Oh my god. Plus 25%. Now I would have put the ambi here, but really the nerf just made it so you can't become diet sniper. It's still good at close range. It's just no longer haha lol I'm halfway across the map bang bang that it used to be. And I know you guys are probably gonna hate me for this, and I hate the fact I have this thing too, because I want this thing to be removed from the game more than anything in any video game ever. It's the Dead Ringer. I hate this thing so goddamn much. But even I can recognize... Just fucking remove it. Just delete it from the game files. Just to remove it from the game files. That's what we all want. I just realized I haven't put the goddamn red tape recorder on here. What's wrong with me? Okay, I now have the same slide twice. Let me just get rid of that. Give me the red tape recorder. I just realized that should be here. Red tape recorder, because this thing doo-doo. Let me just hold on. I'm bringing in the red tape recorder. Don't worry. Bubble Bay.
Or to make it actually do something rather than just annoy the hell out of engineers.
Yeah, that's what it should have been, but instead it's just the deconstrictor. All right, so you know, let's get the red tape first, then we can go back to this thing. So Alt fire to throw it. Activating an AoE, an area of effect. So by
just purely a disabler.
Yeah, which would make it easier to deal with a nest that's like 3 different engineers all huddled together, without forcing you to use Uber, and somehow still
have to be a somewhat small area of effect, otherwise it'd be way too overpowered.
Yeah, obviously but without well, we don't know how to calculate the perfect radius, but I'm sure if Valve were to even remotely think of doing this, they would know what kind of range to put it in. Implying anyone at
300,000 meters.
Okay, now back to this thing for real. How? How do we? How? What do we do with the Dead Ringer?
it so that it actually requires a brain to use.
That's a pretty big nerf. I think what this thing could use is kind of a rework-ish.
In its current state, it's horrible.
It's horrible to play against, and it's just, hee me click right mouse. We push the right mouse button, you can't do anything, lol. XD. Leave a fake corpse on taking damage and temporarily gain invisibility, speed, and damage resistance. I mean, something I've seen happen is someone pair the big earner's on kill speed boost with the Dead Ringer's feigned death speed boost to just sprint miles. It's like the big earner, Electron Jet, and Dead Ringer. Everyone, when they think of things to pair the Dead Ringer, it's always Kunai Ambi, but big earner, Electron Jet, kinda scary, bro.
Yep.
So what can be done to the Dead Ringer itself? Because currently to make it, usable, you've got to pair it with the Electron Jet and the big earner.
Thought you hated it.
Oh god, yes. Do you not see the first line of text? Buff to our sanity, just fucking remove it. I want this thing going. I want this going.
No, I don't see the line of text.
Are you looking at the stream?
Oh, wide.
Fuck's sake. The first line anyway in the box just says buff to our sanity, just fucking remove it.
Fair enough.
But even though I hate it, I have to put my bias back in its kennel for a few seconds and just accept the fact that this thing actually genuinely needs to be buffed, because it's bad. It's bad, it's annoying, it's spammy. It's loud, but despite that, I still can never hear it because of all the noise. I really don't know what to do with this. I mean, there's...
Lower the cloak duration.
Lower cloak duration? That just makes it that just makes it worse than it already is.
Yeah, but if you're skilled, you can actually use it pretty well.
Yeah. I don't want it to just get reverted back to pre-Jungle Inferno, because then it just becomes the whole issue that it was. Oh boy. So the Dead Ringer. Can I just see the stats for the pre-Jungle Inferno Dead Ringer, bro? Dead Ringer, alright, whatever. It's an unlockable PDA. PDA weapon, whatever. Sure, that works.
PPSH.
I had to just stop myself from saying PPAP.
PP.
Jungle Inferno. Ammo kits and dispensers no longer refill the Spice Cloak meter. That's it?
Mm-hmm.
That was it?
Yeah.
What? How did this completely destroy it?
Because you couldn't run around the map anymore getting more cloak.
Right. You couldn't just infinitely invis. Right.
Yeah. I'd say just remove the ammo packs from doing the cloak and still let dispensers do it.
Yeah, because if you're running to a dispenser, you're going to it to heal, not so that you can just stall for time permanently. Although you can do that if you're a fucking sicko.
Fair enough.
Maybe make its decloak slightly quieter, because right now, if there's no other sounds happening, it does sound like a fucking truck crashing into an orphanage.
That's the point.
Louder.
Make it louder.
Yeah, that way you can actually hear it in a fight. Because I've had issue with a lot of spies, you just don't hear it.
There we go, make it completely deafen the entire server. So it's pretty much just... You know?
Meh.
Was that just pure noise?
Yeah.
There we go. That's what the Dead Ringer should be. It's just genuinely painful to hear. Okay, but I mean, yeah,
I'm not hearing it at all.
Making it louder is better for other classes that aren't spy. Slightly. I mean, whenever I bring up the fact that whenever I activate a Dead Ringer, there's always 1,000 other sounds happening by the time he decloaks, so I can never hear it. And then they just respond with, "Oh, that's your fault, not the Dead Ringer's." I'm like, go fuck yourself. Even if I'm completely alone, somehow a soldier bombs in so I can't hear him. It's painful because everything happens right as he's about to decloak. Making it louder, just slightly louder decloak. Not massively, but just slightly.
Gotta do food.
Okay.
Maybe would making it consume 40% of cloak on activation instead of 50 make it too good, or would that be an alright buff?
No, it'd be fine.
Yeah, alright. So there. You can gain cloak back from dispensers, but not ammo packs, and it consumes 10% less cloak on activation than it currently does, but it's a little bit louder, just so that if it's activated in the middle of a goddamn firefight, people can actually hear it.
You can still hear it. Yeah.
Because currently, you know, when you're pushing through a choke point, it's brain dead to use it because they can't hear it over the sound of every other sound effect in the video game playing at once. Save. There we have. I'll just go from the top. So, the baby face. You need to deal 35 more damage to fully charge it. In exchange for you need to take 50 more damage to fully deplete it. 25 to 75. It shoots. You get 1 extra bullet per shot, and a bug fixing its goddamn literally broken hitbox. Remove the 20% less accurate debuff from the backscatter because it's completely pointless. Make the second shot of the Force of Nature have a tighter spread like the shortstop. Increase the swing speed and reduce the damage penalty of the Sun on a Stick. Just fix the goddamn hitbox of the Bison. Allow the alt fire to remove all debuffs for the Man Melter. Give the Sharpened Volcano Fragment 10% more damage against burning targets. Revert the impact damage back up to 60 and increase the projectile speed from 20 to 30%. Fix the goddamn texture bug on the Ullapool Cable, which makes you think that it has exploded when it actually has not. Fix it not being able to mini crit off of... How did that happen? Fix it not being able to mini crit off of friggin' shield, because currently that's just stupid. And add a recharge meter of 45 seconds, which can be reduced by 15 seconds for large ammo crates and 5 for medium. Reduce the movement speed penalty to 50%, increase the damage resistance to 30, and make the damage resistance passive while it is deployed, not so that you have to be spun up, but you know, you still have to be below half health. Remove the damage taken increase while active, because seriously, this makes it completely pointless to pair the Warrior Spirit, which is what it's supposed to be paired with, I assume. Allow mini crits to restore 30 health on hit with the Warrior Spirit and reduce the damage vulnerability from 30 to 20. Remove the cloak and uber drain of the Pomson, making it less unfun, but make the projectile faster and deal slightly more damage to make it actually fun to use. Increase the damage and reload time of the Blute Saga while reducing the clip by 10. Allow the classic to wait, what the hell? Make the speed boost of the overdose passive, not forcing you to pull that stupid thing out. Allow the classic to headshot without full charge. Allow it to apply a 15% movement speed debuff for 3 seconds upon shooting someone in the leg. Just remove the no random crits line on the Sydney Sleeper. No sniper rifles can do random crits. This is one of the most pointless things across TF2 weapons. Alright, reduce the firing speed penalty from 25% to 15% and increase the damage by 10% for the carbine. Allow the Enforcer to pierce pierce sapper armor and allow it to deal 10% more damage to buildings. Allow normal non-kill kill disguises to drain cloak by only 50% and reduce the cloak drain rate from plus 33 to plus 25 on the return reward. Make it so you can get cloak back from dispensers, not ammo packs. Make it slightly louder and make it consume 40% of cloak on activation instead of half with the Dead Ringer. And the red tape recorder allow you to throw it with alt fire, activating an AoE building disabler that just, turns them off, not damaging them. And that's hand weapons. That 22 weapons that we found a way to make, even if it's only slightly better, like shit like the Enforcer, the Carbine, or if it's just quality of life stuff like with the Sleeper and the majority of the Ulapul's buffs, 2 bug fixes in one. But yeah,
you just go through all of that even though Alec left and I wasn't listening.
Well, that's showbiz, baby.